let's roll.
Right, man, this is the second SEO Estonia for you, right? In your hometown.
Yeah.
How do you evaluate it compared to last year so far?
I think we've grown a lot. So last year we had 40 people working on this thing. This year the team is twice the size. And when we started this, we'd never hosted a conference before.
Yeah.
So we're more experienced, but really been blessed with the team of everyone's so passionate. 10 months of work has gone into this thing, and I think it's been flawless so far. And got lucky with the weather yesterday, and I'm excited for the rest of it, the networking, the parties, and
Yeah. What's the feedback you get from both the participants, attendees, and sponsors and speakers?
I think everyone's really happy so far, and we're basically at the halfway mark.
Yeah.
So we'll see at the end, but I think everyone's having a good time.
Yeah. And you're already planning this next year's conference as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna keep doing it, and I think our tentative dates for next year are July 9 to 11.
So
So summertime, hopefully.
hopefully, yeah. Isn't it like, from what I've heard, like in Scandinavian countries, probably Estonia as well. It's like real summertime is end of May, beginning of June, and then it goes.
No, I'd say July. July is like the peak. End of
Okay.
June and July is peak for Estonia.
Okay. How does it feel to kind of switch your focus from regular business type of things, handling company, sorting out all things, link building, SEO, to switch your focus from that to arranging events?
Yeah, it's a very different thing. It's not something I ever thought I would be doing or even imagined. I never walked into a conference was like, I can do this, or it never even crossed my mind. So it kind of happened as an accident. But it's the focus is still the agency. Well,
Yeah.
it's a bit split focus now with two events, right? But
Yeah.
it's so different. It's very difficult, but it is extremely rewarding. It's the coolest thing I've ever done, and it's so different compared to dealing with clients, finding a link, whatever. Now it's physical thing, bringing people together, emotions, changing their lives.
Yeah.
People get so much value out of their masterminds and the memories they get from this thing. So it's very fulfilling.
Precisely. I imagine you've even probably grown your network over these two events, last year's and this year's.
Oh yeah, for
Just
sure.
by meeting people in person, not chatting online.
For sure, massively, yeah, and especially with the speakers and sponsors, deepening all those relationships. I do feel a little bad because for me, it's still even though my team is amazing, I'm still stressed about it, and I'm not mentally fully there to just network and have a good time. So I feel bad I don't get to talk to everyone here, but I'll try my best.
Well, you're doing great. You're always trying to make sure that everyone's happy. I can see you're approaching our team once in a while, throughout the day. Everything's okay. You guys happy? You've asked me this question a few minutes, and other sponsors as well. And I imagine you do the same with speakers and just attendees. So yeah, you're definitely doing a great job. You mentioned that there are two conferences, right?
Yeah.
So the second one is Chiang Mai SEO.
Yeah.
So that seems to be a little bigger challenge, or not?
It's
Taking over.
It's different. Obviously, it's way more stressful because then it's 800 people at a week-long event.
Yeah.
But it's also we still have the same core team. Matt's still involved with it, so we're just expanding it. So it's not like we're changing anything that massive. It's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
We'll take some of the lessons we had from both of the conferences, just make both of them, keep improving them. But yeah, we expanded the team there, and we're excited to kind of, if you do one event a year, there's only so much you can learn. Now we have two, and they just benefit each other mutually.
Are you planning to sort of diversify the crowd somehow over next couple of years? 'Cause what I heard from a lot of people attending conference, SEO conferences in particular, is something like, so it's pretty much all the same faces. Which is not a bad thing in my opinion because everyone's growing, everyone's developing, everyone's finding new strategies, approaches, and stuff like that. But are you thinking of, probably scaling out to branching out maybe to different areas of marketing, or just keep it down to SEO?
Definitely keep it down to SEO, but with Chiang Mai, we are experimenting with bringing in different types of speakers, especially like we have the workshop days, right? So
Yeah,
for that, it's like there's so many high-level SEOs there. Like, do we really need to learn more about SEO, or it's like, okay, do we want to bring in this YouTube guy? Do we want to bring this CRO guy, email marketing, and like just keep developing outside of SEO? And it is like we see this being important with like affiliate sites getting destroyed, ad-based content sites getting destroyed, and it's like I don't think that's a permanent thing. I think a lot of those sites and businesses have. There might be a reversal. They might come back.
Yeah.
But the issue is like, it might come back in 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. But like, if your only income is SEO, you don't have an email list, you don't run ads, like, you won't be able to wait 3 years. You'll just go bankrupt, right? So it's important to have like, a full whole business that's,
Yeah. Sure. Speaking of bringing all the different people, this conference you have Jared Codling. I had a great chat with him last night. He was like, I'm actually on the low level SEOs here. I'm more into this and that and that. Told a bunch of surprising, great stories about growth hacking. So, I mean, how did you stumble upon him, and how did things go when you invited him? Was he happy to join straight away? Was it a process of discussion?
Yeah, he was happy to come. I think all of our speakers were excited to join us. Full credit to Kyle Roof, my business partner, for that. He found this gem of a man and brought him over. So
Awesome. Yeah, it's definitely important to diversify, not just income streams, let's say, but the knowledge as well. Like you said, you can't just focus on SEO. Hope it's gonna pay your bills and whatever. Gotta be all over the place, do all the things.
do all the things.
Do
Yeah.
all the things, yeah.
Tip to Matt Diggity.
Yeah. So, how do you envision next year's SEO Estonian?
I think the model we have now is really good. So there's not going to be a ton of changes. Probably a very similar format. Might extend it a little bit more to add in more kind of experiences. So I think that's like the one thing I've realized is like it's something I've wanted to change when SEO Estonia became a thing.
Yeah.
Was that it's if you look at maybe the lower level attendees, they're excited for the speakers, but
Yeah.
like the amount of focus that is given to speakers, like the way you market a conference to speakers, most of the time you're at the conference, you're listening to talks. But then when we actually talk to people, like why I go to events, I don't really care about the presentation that much. I just want to meet cool people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's where all the value is for most people, why are we still using this dated kind of conference format?
Yeah.
So next year, I definitely want to do more like
More
have different
networking,
options, like maybe groups of 20, and this group of 20 can go hiking. This group of 20 can go hit the saunas. These guys can go play golf or whatever, and just give people the options to find their people, make deeper connections, and do cool stuff together.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know who should I give props to, you or the team, or all of you together. But the thing about trying to gamify things here, like all the different mini football, what's the game called?
Connect Four.
Connect Four, yeah, Connect Four, and table tennis. Table tennis. Yeah. So like, what's that?
The team as a whole. The ping pong table is an especially painful one for me because my co-host Timo, he came to visit me in Thailand, and I got a ping pong table in like the house I live in.
Yeah.
And they visited me for 5 weeks. I lost 250 something games and won 3 of them. So he wouldn't budge on that. He was like, he needs to punish me. So
Awesome. Yeah, well, that was a great idea, and overall, the event was great. The atmosphere is spectacular. Tons of great people, tons of new people, even though it's the same crowd. Tons of new people, tons of new valuable connections that might not be somewhere, but still, it's gonna be there. It's gonna last. So that's really appreciate that. One last thing I wanted to ask you is were you surprised that SEO Estonia as a brand really became the thing so quickly the first year?
Yeah, of course. And like, I think I maybe took it a little for granted, but like a lot of work went into it. So like, not super surprising, but like, there was someone who reached out to me this year, and they're like, "We want to do a conference too," and they started organizing it, and I was like, I kind of told them like, this is really hard, right? Like, this is really, really difficult to do. Like, good luck. I'll be here to help you if you need it. And they actually ended up canceling their conference, and they sold supposedly 0 tickets. So like, it was a little painful for me this year because I thought it would be even bigger. But in reality, we have 100 extra people compared to last year. So like we're trending in the right direction. It's like, I think conferences and building a brand takes time. So it's like, it's reasonable. I don't think Chiang Mai the first 2 years sold out either, or maybe not at least right away. So it took a while to get it going, and now it's like, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's like you can make all the claims in the world and say we have the best conference and here's why it's awesome. But like until someone goes, you don't really know how good it is. Or until your friends have been and they've said like, oh yeah, that's a must-attend event, right?
Yeah. True. All right. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for the interview, sharing your thoughts, experiences, and Godspeed.
Thanks for you guys for supporting it and helping us make it happen.
Always happy. I mean, all this is an Estonian company, so how could we not, right?